Shalom. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother elder Yashawan, and this is Tucker is the Devil Part 2, or number 2, an ongoing series. And this is a beautiful intro created by the elder apostle Tahar. Look at this. That music sums it up perfectly. This guy wouldn't hurt a flea. What does that mean? Tucker Carlson pays Jim. That's spiritual. First. Why? Because who had him pay a visit? Well, that would be his daddy. All right. CIA. His daddy is the CIA. You think his son ain't in the CIA? What's that? The Good Shepherd. Go watch The Good Shepherd. Anyway, okay. Anyway, yeah, Tucker here has 100% truth. 15. 57. Let's watch this. This guy went down and was instructed by the elder apostles, as you can well see. Listen to what he says. They're going to read him his judgment, so he should understand justice and judgment after this.
Jump down to the 18th verse.
Verse 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
For testimony against them and...
Who are we testifying against? We're passing judgment on Esau. So, listen to him, because he understands judgment after he was taught by the elder apostle. Because Tucker has 100% truth. Listen.
So if you're an Edomite, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can go to slavery. That's the only thing you can do.
That's only right, man.
We were enslaved under you.
Justice. You understand justice, don't you? Because you went down, you got it from the horse's mouth, and this is it.
We didn't have a choice.
Well, provided that you're an Edomite. If you're an Edomite, then you're going into slavery.
You see how fair that was? He kept saying, he didn't call him, he said, you're an Edomite. And then he said, okay, well, if you're an Edomite. So he corrected himself, and then he stayed there all the way through the end. If you're an Edomite. If you're an Edomite. Okay, and that's justice. It was perfectly done.
That's it.
If for some
So
reason,
it's not even worth worrying about. You're going.
if you're an Edomite, you're going into slavery. That's it.
That's it.
Period.
100% truth. He got the understanding. He gets it. With what they armed him with when they sent him down there, he went to go get that understanding. There it is. And if you don't think that they own this clip or anything attached to the metadata of this clip, they own it in its entirety and have studied it back and forth. And it was with that information that they performed that diligent search on, right, that they went back and formulated their plan that we're watching right now with Candace and Nick the Nazi and the whole thing. Okay, but understand, he understands judgment. And with that understanding, what must he do? Tucker is the what? Deceiver. Okay, devil. Let's get this word. Uh-oh, there's your boy. Non-stop. Devil. Definition. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The chief evil spirit Satan person was specified specified characteristics, lucky devil. Let's see. Let's get to the part about deceiving. Energetic, mischievous. Yeah, they're going right around what it actually means. What is the full meaning of the devil? Irritation, mild oath. It's about deception. As we know in the truth. Okay, so are they going to say it? Slander. That's more in line with the truth. Okay, so deceiver. Okay. Diablos. Let's get Diablos. Let's see. Strong. Let's get the blue letter. Bear with me while this thing plays games with me. The devil and Satan. Is that 7? The devil, Diablos. Okay, for accuser, slanderer, false accuser, prone to slander. False accuser, which is deceiver. Okay. Slander, false accuser, culminator, colluminator, slander, accuser, false accuser, Slovakia. Okay, so that's what okay, false accuser. What's the name of this series? It's called Tucker is the Devil. He's the false accuser. How is he going to falsely accuse us? He understands that what we're out here doing, right, is from above. That's why they sent him. He understands that. But what does he have to do? He has to fight against that. Satan, the adversary to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? And his job is to go. Now, what do we have here? We have Tucker as the devil and Matt Walsh, okay? Now, this portion of whatever, 3 hours ago, whatever, response to demands, to disavow his allies, out of the right-wing civil war, we're going up right here to where this devil, both of these devils, sit down and have a conversation about what? Justice. Let's look up the word justice. Is justice in here? To do justice and judgment. Let's get that. Justice. There it is. Ooh, look at those 6s. Okay. Righteousness. Justice is keeping the commandments. Clearly. The law. Of judgment. Righteousness in government. Justice, righteousness. Righteous acts. What are the righteous? We'll rehearse the righteous act. The law. Them that are keeping the law of justice, as vindicated, of God, prosperity, righteous acts, prosperity of the people. Okay? What does justice mean? Okay? The law. What does the law say? As it is written. Let's get one. Revelation 13 and 10. Yeah? As it is written in the law, right? If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go. He that into captivity, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. All right. That's pretty straightforward. Okay. All right. There's your justice. All right. But let's listen. All right. Let's get this real quick. Violence. This dude is going to speak on violence. King James, Micah 2 and 2. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Why is it so important that you have Tucker Carlson, who is the devil, by the way, talking to this other devil? Here it is. What is this? What is leftism? Is there a civil war breaking? What is leftism? Where's this part about? Oh, right here. Can you defend Israel's what? What is it? That war strategy, their genocide that they're over there doing. Is violence necessary for justice? Okay. So, what is this? Where did all the white people what? What is this? Go. Huh. Okay, see where Tucker is? Tucker's the devil. Where'd all the white people? You mean the Edomites, right, Tucker? I don't hear you saying that. Even though you're instructed in 100% truth. We're going to listen to these devils discuss justice, okay? Now, I wanted to set it up and let you know that Tucker understands justice. So he can let this devil just go on, say shit that's not true, speak on justice and violence, and invoke Yahushua. Listen to this.
In defense of violence, if I could,
Listen to this.
Because I've heard you talk about this, and
let me say this real quick too. After all the wars and all the killing that this devil has gone around the world doing for years and years and years and years, he has to start this conversation from there. Well, we've already went and killed everybody and stolen everything. So let's start that conversation from right there. We're not going to go back to, well, that was wrong. Let's start it from, well, this is the way things are, and we're going to move forward from here. Which only the devil would try to say something like that. Where is it going? Well, it's going into more of the same. Not the fact that everything you've done is wrong and you must be stopped. Or as though that's not what we see going on right now. When Tucker fully knows exactly what's going on. You have to consider these things. Then you have a show like this where they unleash this damn idiot, this knuckle-dragging troglodyte. Fair use, Tucker. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm not making no money. I'm just pointing out that you're the devil. And what does that mean? It means deceiver, false accuser. You've been instructed on the truth from the top down, and this is what you're coming back with. This bullshit of somehow the devil understands justice. Listen to this bullshit.
And my views are, by the way, changing even as during this conversation. Like, this is all new to me, so I don't.
Meddle not with them that are given a change. That's the devil. You're being deceptive. I don't know anything. I didn't learn anything when I was instructed by the elder apostles of GMS. I don't remember any.
They're because they want attention, like the Jasmine Crockett's.
Right.
They're just there because they want to be influencers. Like Jasmine Crockett,
Oh my gosh.
in defense of violence, if I could, because I've heard you talk about this, and
my views are, by the way, changing even as during this conversation. Like this is all new to me, so I don't.
so because I'm actually. I think in some ways we should have a lot more violence in society.
Listen to this devil. Now, consider that a week or so ago, Nick the Nazi was in the same spot. And we showed you what Nick came away with after he was in the same situation. So what do you think this ritual is? First of all, Tucker is a high-level witch. What is Matt over here regurgitating? What talking points and what has Tucker? What does Tucker have in store for Matt? Okay, what do we watch?
pro-violence
Mm-hmm.
in a certain context. I think that
In this context of the 666 that you invoked with your hand right there, in a certain satanic context.
like him, he doesn't. I don't think that he's passionately in favor of like abortion or
No.
destroying the family. He just doesn't care.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
No.
It doesn't matter to him. So I think that's the other category that exists.
That's really smart.
Basically, I would say is justice. So giving someone what they're owed is justice. Tool for justice.
Listen,
And so what I'm really mostly talking about are evil people who've committed terrible crimes against the innocent. And I think that through illegal means, and I'm talking about
Extrajudicial
Extrajudicial,
lynchings or
right,
anything. Yeah.
right. I'm talking about legal means. For those kinds of people, we should be using violence a lot more.
listen to this devil.
In defense of violence, if I could,
Let it play.
because I've heard you talk about this, and
My views are, by the way, changing even as during this conversation. Like this is all new to me, so I don't.
so because I'm actually, I think in some ways we should have a lot more violence in society. I'm sort of pro-violence
Mm-hmm.
in a certain context.
I'm sorry, 4930. Look at the hand gesture.
I think in some ways we should have a lot more violence in society. I'm sort of pro-violence
Mm-hmm.
in a certain context. I think that violence can be a necessary tool for justice. Like I just believe that.
Now he goes on to speak about evil people and what evil people have done, and they need justice, violent justice for. Listen to this. This is amazing. And he's not considering for a moment that he's even speaking of himself.
Now it can be really misused, and it very often is, and I think it very often is these days.
By who? The
But
devil?
it is a necessary tool for justice.
Listen
And so what I'm really mostly talking about are evil people who've committed terrible crimes against the innocent.
that would be the Edomites, would it not? Listen to this dude. Right now, he's talking about niggas. You niggers need to be strung up and hung, lynched. He's going to slip up and allude. Tucker, the devil's going to allude to lynching.
And I think that through illegal means, and I'm talking about
Extrajudicial
Extrajudicial,
lynchings or
right,
anything. Yeah.
right. I'm talking about legal means. For those kinds of people, we should be using violence a lot more because I think that it's just. I just think that it's justice. What is justice? Justice is giving to someone what they're owed.
Can you believe these devils? Now, Tucker, you know, right? Who's going into slavery and why, right? How are you having this conversation with this devil when you've been instructed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua through his mouthpiece, the elder apostles of GMS? How are you having? This is witchcraft at its highest level.
Giving to anything. Putting things in their right place. Basically, I would say is
Putting things in their right place. He that leadeth into captivity. Listen to this devil condemn himself. Tucker, you let your boy go out like that? Spiritually prophetic.
is justice. So giving someone what they're owed is justice. So if you owe me $5, it's justice that you give me $5. That's a matter.
Okay, so I'm going to end this. This is part 2. Let's get this. Numbers. But by the blood. Let's get that. But by the blood of him. Here's justice right here. Here's some justice. Numbers 35 and 33. So you shall not pollute the land where ye are in. So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. This is Genesis 49. I think it's 17 or it's 19. 49 what? Here's justice. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome it. There's justice right there. It's coming. It might be slow, but here it comes. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. Tucker is the devil. He knows exactly what's going on. You let this devil talk and spew what? False accusations and false, yeah. Well, they need violence. Really? Okay. I'm with that. All right. It's time for violent justice. It's time for shalom to the elect.